Hey guys, this is Rudy for Bester Investor. It is Saturday. It is January the 30th. It's the end of the first month of 2021. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Bulldogs number one commented on one of my videos and said, man, what a week. And I said, yeah, it stings a little bit, and for the guys who've been following me and listening and reading to the comments, you'll kind of know my standing joke by now is to measure my up and down days in the context of something tangible. So I always joke and say, today was one Maserati. So it might be one Maserati up, one Maserati down. I also had a chat with, I think it was Stock Miner, and I said, hey, you know what? It doesn't feel to sting as much if you say, today I lost a Rolex, as opposed to saying, today I lost 20 grand. Anyway, those are paper losses, and unless you turn them into realized gains or losses, they don't really mean much at all. But boy, we do have a lot to talk about because this was the week that Wall Street kind of proverbially died, or did it? So stick with me. I'll see you on the other side.
This is what you came for. This is what you came for. I'm over. This is what you came for. I'm over. This is me. She said, I'm ready. So come and get me. I'm over here. I'm over here.
All right, guys, these are some of the things that we should be talking about today. Obviously, first and foremost for everybody is GameStop. But there are quite a number of other issuers who drew attention for a variety of different reasons, many of them related to Wall Street bets. One of them in this particular example I'm showing you on screen right now, not related to Wall Street bets, and that was Occidental Petroleum. And of course, by now you would know me as Mr. Oxy. So it would be, I would be sort of accused of derelict of duty if I didn't at least bring up Occidental in any discussion that we have. Is this the week that Wall Street died, or what exactly was it that happened as of today, January the 30th, which is Saturday? So let's take a quick look and see what went on this past week. The first thing is I was chastised, and rightfully so, by Kazuya Zagara, who told me or reminded me, I did tell you to buy into GameStop about a month ago. I'm up a massive, LOL, made more money than I ever thought. Cheers. And I said, yes, you did, and I'm happy for you. I never picked up on the massive short position. My bad. Enjoy your win. This is actually quite an interesting discussion because my one son also invested in GameStop. Made a bit of money, took out the cash that he had invested, and played with the house's money, and with the balance that was left over, he invested in AMC just to get another rebound and pick up some more profit in the Wall Street bets initiated trading. Anyway, I had previously looked at GameStop in a video which I entitled "Search for Undervalued Stock" about a month ago, and that was when Kazuya had told me, buy GameStop. And I said, this doesn't fit my investment thesis. Anyway, I said, I'm not writing it off. I'll take a look at it again. A little bit too late. What is happening with GameStop? So in the first place, if you've been following my videos, you'll know I frequently say analyst, schmanalyst. So look at the analyst price target on GameStop, $11 with a high of $16, an average of 11, and a low of just $5. Well, look at the actual price, $325 per share. And on Friday, it was up 68%. In my previous video, I said, do we throw out all the fundamentals of the bathwater? By the way, these screenshots are from TipRanks. If you don't use TipRanks, I highly recommend that you take a look at TipRanks and sort of get a quick view of some of your favorite stocks. But do fundamentals even matter anymore? You guys can tell me in the comments. But this is GameStop, right? Analyst target, $11. Closing price on Friday, $325. Oops. Stockminer says GameStop is a great example of how powerful banks and these fintech giants really are. They can literally manipulate a stock at will. I think the majority of people who are invested in the stock market kind of know, or at least think they know, that the stock market is completely manipulated. And at the end of the day, small investors like all of us basically just to hang in there, have to hang in there and kind of make sure that we do a bit of homework and then invest in good stocks. Stock miner also say, now imagine if BlackRock or Vanguard started getting into the action too. Well, actually, stock miner, they are involved in the action too, because some of them are long on some of the positions that some of the hedge funds were shorting. And we talked a little bit about, this stock manipulation, and I added that printing money is only legal for some, not for all. A friend of mine, and he will know exactly who he is when he reads this or hears this, says we don't have a two-tiered legal system, but a three-tiered one for the poor. You do not go to jail, you do not pass begin. Another for the average Joe, which are people like perhaps us. You can defend if you can afford it, and one for the elite, where there's no repercussions. Well, Stock Miner says there's also a fourth tier for the elite. Of the elite. So for the elite of the elite, that manipulates what separates these three lower tiers. So I said, yeah, I want to like that comment, but I just can't. Dr. Matthias Juncker from Germany said, well, we are already seeing Wall Street Bet's actions against hedge funds being regulated, forbidden in the best interest for retail investors. You get where this is going, right? It's if not, well, then life for hedge fund managers will get a lot more difficult, as the democratization due to Wall Street Bets would be a very effective regulate short sellers. Either they are very sure of their fundamental bet against the company, or they go bust. When you short something, your risk is infinite, because that stock could go up and go up to whatever number. I mean, you could short a stock like GameStop at $20, and GameStop can go to $100, $300, $1,000, $10,000, etc. So your risk is infinite if you're short. On the other hand, if you're long, your risk is actually very limited. If you bought GameStop for $20 a share, the most you could lose is $20. So it's very difficult, the risk profile when you short something compared to when you're long and believe that a company is going to do well and grow in the future. Brendan had an interesting discussion, and Greg Krasansky kind of joined in. A lot of people saying the price was going up because of Wall Street Bets. It's false. Brendan said they sold out of both the Xbox and new PlayStations, had an incredible quarter. They also shook up the board. That is correct as well, with the founder of Chewy. Greg said, Brendan, it wouldn't have hit $500 without Wall Street Bets. And then he shared the story of his friend who entered at $37, got spooked, and took a loss of $35. Poor guy. Well, that's kind of just sad. But yeah, an interesting discussion as well. You can see some of these in the comments if you look at the comments on some of my most recent videos. Let's look at a quick view here at Occidental. For the first time in a long, long time, the stock actually closed at $20, which is below the analyst target of $20.41, and below is quite unusual for Occidental when you look at it. And the analyst consensus right now is hold with the target price of 29. But why am I bringing up Occidental in the first place? Because Elon Musk is donating $100 million to the best carbon capture technology. And here's what that means. He said on Thursday, he tweeted that he will be donating $100 million towards a prize for the best carbon capture technology. Carbon capture, utilization, and storage or sequestration is a process of removing carbon emissions to either store or reuse. Well, for the guys like us who are following Oxy or who are long in Oxy, you will know that Oxy has a phenomenal new venture, which is called Oxy Low Carbon Ventures. And Oxy went on LinkedIn and said, by the way, you can follow Occidental on LinkedIn. They have almost $500 million followers. Great idea, Elon, on your carbon capture prize. So this is Occidental kind of pitching, hoping to draw Elon's attention. So if you're watching this video and you're connected to Elon Musk, please send him a note and say, hey, Elon, please take a look at Oxy's Low Carbon Ventures, because that kind of fits your $100 million prize. That'd be a nice little uptick for Oxy, now wouldn't it? Martin said, I don't think a fossil fuel company would resonate with the Wall Street Bets pumpers and dumpers, but I might be wrong. The only way to side with Elon is to side with Elon and win that carbon capture tech grant. Oxy stonk, LOL, absolutely. Let's see what happens with that one. Let's take another look at some of these stocks that were subject to the great squeeze initiated at least by Wall Street Bets, even if it wasn't entirely responsible for the spike in the stock price. Analyst Schmanalist target, consensus target $2.89 average. Closing price on Friday, $13.26, up 53% for the day. Who on earth would put money into AMC? Well, why not? All the fundamentals are getting thrown out the window. Blackberry, how's this one? This is a blast from the past, huh? Analyst target price, $8.12. Closing price on Friday, $14.10. About Koss, well, we don't know because there's no price targets. There's no analyst ratings found for Koss on tip ranks, but on Friday it closed at $64, which was up 52% for Friday for the day. Chess Dad says, I feel the hedge funds received what they deserved. They are shorting a massive percentage of the stock and they deserve the outcome. They've been doing this for too long to the average investor. Many, many people feel that way, Chess Dad, so I'm sure there's a lot of people who agree with you. Kevin Zhao said it was a hell of a show. Unfortunately, the powers of the elite eventually kick in to save the greedy hedge funds. Definitely a lesson as well as to how dangerous shorting can get, as Peter Lynch pointed out in his book. First Majestic Silver. Why am I talking about this one? Kim Jarsbo said silver is next. Think about it. And then I was thinking to myself, like, what exactly are you going to invest in if you look at silver bullion, or do you invest in an ETF or a miner, or what do you do? And it seems that the target for the Wall Street Bets group is First Majestic Silver. AG is the ticker symbol. Analyst consensus target on AG, $14.43, close on Friday at $18.12. Moderate buy, that's the ranking on tip ranks. So we'll have to see what happens with this one. I'm not chasing this because I have no need for this particular gamble, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. And if you do go in this direction, I wish you the very best of success. I'm going to leave you with this quote from Andre Agassi. Life will throw everything but the kitchen sink in your path, and then it will throw in the kitchen sink. It is your job to avoid the obstacles. If you let them stop you or distract you, you are not doing your job. And failing to do your job will cause regrets that paralyze you more than a bad back. Andre Agassi, the famous tennis player, said that. Guys, if you like my content and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. It'll be great to have you join our community of like-minded investors who are building generational wealth. So there you have it, guys. This was certainly an interesting week, and it might be the end of Wall Street as we know it, or is it? How about you tell me in the comments what you think? Tell me what you think is going to happen next. That'd be really interesting too. And are you actually going to sort of follow the herd on this one in terms of the individual investors and maybe go after silver, or otherwise join Wall Street Bets on Reddit and make sure that you keep up to date so that you know what to invest in next? Do fundamentals even matter anymore? Let me know in the comments, and I will check in and communicate with you as we go. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.